the state of Ohio, like the fans, the Buckeye Nations, but like it's just something that like it happens. It happens for every player. Whether you go to the NFL and you do that, or if you go and you get a great career, like a job or something like that, it just happens. You just gotta cope with it, understand it, and then reflect on the good times, and make sure that whatever you did during your time, during those 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, whatever it is that you don't have regret. That's the one thing that I'm kind of was glad about. I don't really feel like I had that much regret.
You mentioned the last few months. Are those weird, given you're so routine-based the last 4 years? Now you're working out for this type of stuff. You're doing interview. I mean, stuff you wouldn't normally be doing, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a little different coming into it, but still the routine was there. I mean, Yo had a great plan for me in terms of routine, making sure I knew everything to do. My agency had a great plan for me, making sure I knew what time I had to be at things and things like that. So the routine was there. It's just different.
You mentioned not having much regret, but I know at the Combine somebody had asked you about the Michigan game and how that may have impacted you. How much thought did you put into coming back because of that?
A lot. Like, that's probably the biggest thing that was going through my mind. It's just that, like, is that how I wanted to end it off? Is that kind of the ending of my career here at Ohio State? Like, my goal was for me to help the team win a national championship. Goal was to win as many games as possible, graduate with a degree, and along with that comes beating the team up north every single year. Like, that's how we understand. Like, we know that we got to, for us to get to that point, we have to beat them. We have to win that game. So it was hard. Like, that probably was one of the harder things to really cope with, is that, like, I wanted to take this one opportunity, this one shot to go play in the NFL, to go run at the Combine, for me to go back to pro day, do the things that I've seen all my former teammates, the teammates that I love, do, and to have that kind of just sitting there still hurts to this day. I mean, it's like I've told a lot of coaches this, that that's probably the worst loss I've experienced in my life, let alone just sports. So
obviously, NIL allowed you to do different things. Your last year here. What kind of things did you get into? I know you cook and want to be a chef and that kind of stuff. So, what kind of opportunities were you afforded with that?
Well, the first opportunity was with Flick CV. So that was a company, that was a recruiting company that was down in Tampa, Florida. So it was actually, there was parents that were at Berkeley at the moment that wanted to do NIL and start it off the right way, and they wanted to have that big splash on the first day. So they went to my high school coach, and they wanted to make sure it was okay with him, or okay to talk to me, and then they contacted me, and I wanted to just do it just because they're Berkeley family, like just having like the Berkeley family and the Berkeley like tree, like being able to giving back to that community. I want to do that any way possible, but they were gracious enough to have me be an ambassador of Flick CV. So that was the first thing I did, and then another big one that I did was Denny's. So I was able to go and reach out to them, and that was fun. It was a cook. Like, I like cooking and I like food, so them reaching out to me and then asking me if I wanted to be part of their all pancaker team. Both of those opportunities were amazing. I mean, I was grateful to Mrs. Paxton and her family for reaching out to me and talking to me about that, for Flick CV, and then for Denny's for reaching out to me and giving me an opportunity to increase the NIL brand and really give a chance to show that athletes are not just athletes. Like, we have bigger personalities than just being out on the field wearing a helmet or being on a court and shooting a basketball. Like, we have more things to offer, and if we do it the right way, and correct ways with good endorsements and things like that, it can just expand our network and expand who we are as people.
Have you been asked throughout this process as much about your weight as you were when you first got here?
Nah, it's been weird. Like, everyone's just chill with it. Like, everyone, no one's really asked that many questions about it, because they know, I think they've heard the stories about the amount of years that it took, or just the process I had. So I think all of them kind of are, I think they're tired of it. Yeah. I think they're like, we get it. Like, he had a long process, but he got there. So.
I'm sorry if you asked this, but like, did they give you like your times and stuff here, like vertical and all that?
For the vertical, I got 30 and a half. I didn't get a chance to get the L in the 5.10.5. I was gonna go ask Coach Mick about that, but I got it on 24 in the bench press.
Okay.